Thank you and welcome to this session. My name is Jared Odaro. I work for LVCT and SIT-DO-IT program. Today we are going to discuss about identification of quality problems and prioritization. Quality problems are problems that are being identified at the community level, which are to be tackled by the work improvement teams over a period of time. So to identify a quality problems at the community level, you can be able to know them through different ways. One of the ways is you can hear people talk about them. There are things that you can observe, and at times there are problems that you can identify from data. Data in the community means you can identify them from itches. Sometimes you go to the hospital and look at the data and identify them from there, from different sources. Now, how can we know these particular sources of data? I've talked about itches, that is one being used at the community level. There is one called MOH 100 or referral forms. There is also ANC or antenatal care registers at the facility level. These are some of the data sources where you can be able to identify these problems. So one time you can also use community members to identify these problems by use of community follow-up tools, where you sit down after identification of these problems, sit down and analyze. Analysis means you have a sit down together as a group. It can be a group of community members, a group of community health promoters, or work improvement teams. Starts talking about these problems. Therefore, you will be able to identify how they occur, where do they occur, and what causes them. That means now you will be narrowing down to what is called prioritization. Using prioritization, people will sit down. One way you can prioritize a problem is people can sit, have a vote, talk about one problem. Maybe if it is causing causes of mother's failure not to come to the facility early enough, people will be able to vote through lifting of hands or any other voting system that you will choose as a group. Another way is you can be able to look at prioritization matrix. Prioritization matrix is whereby everybody will have a matrix where everybody will be able to place their vote as depending on what they feel is the first problem that needs to be tackled. And then why should we prioritize? We will prioritize so that we are able to choose problems carefully, in that when we choose them carefully, we will be able to identify how urgent they should be tackled, and also using the available resources and what will they cost to be able to be tackled. That is what we do during prioritization. Thank you and karibu. I hope you enjoy the session.